Good morning, students. Today we will start from here. One of the employees who was a postman and also helped at the post office went to his boss, laughing heartily, and showed him the letter to God. Never in his career as a postman had he known that address. Okay? One of the employees who was a postman, उनमें से एक एम्प्लॉय जो था he was a postman tha, also helped at the post office, and he was the helping nature. It means he had also the post office. It means he do the work of postman and also help to the post office. Went to his boss laughing and heartily and showed him the letter to God. And now he was laughing because he think nobody has written a letter to God. But now he has written. He was heartily happy to see it that a person who has a strong belief in God, and that is why he has written a letter to God. Never in his career as a postman had he known that address. It means the address of God never given a person. Now first letter has come to him that was about to God. Okay, and that is why he was very confused. The postmaster, a fat, amiable person. It means he became friendly to others and pleasant personality, amiable person, and fat also. He was fat and amiable. Fat. If you will write character sketch of postmaster, then you will write there fat and amiable, both qualities. And fat also broke out laughing, but almost immediately he turned serious and taping the letter on his desk. Now he taped the letter on the desk and comment on it. Now after some time he became serious and put the letter on the desk and commented, "What fact? I wish had the fact of the man who wrote this letter starting up a correspondence with God." It means it is a very serious thing and very fascinating thing also, that he has written a letter to God, and he has a strong faith in God. That is why he was corresponding to God also. So that is why he was very confused and happy and astonished also, because of he think that a person can write a letter to God also. So in the order not to shake the writer's faith, अब वो क्या करना चाहता था? राइटर के फैथ को, जो गॉड पर उसका विश्वास था, वो उसको कम नहीं करना चाहता था. The postmaster came up with an idea. Answer the letter. Now he think about it that I should answer the letter because of he has a strong faith in God. That is why his faith cannot be broken. Okay. So now he has written a letter to God, but when he opened it, then it was evident that answer it he needed something more than goodwill. It means it was the evident that it was the example that he has seen there, and it was the proof of it that there is something else needed. कुछ और भी जरूरत थी उसको than goodwill की जगह पर. Ink and paper only not sufficient to give the answer, because of he needed money. That is why they should have money to put in the envelope. That is why after it he can send it. It means after it he can send the letter. Now, but he stuck his resolution. He asked for money from his employees. He himself gave part of his salary, and several friends of his were obliged to give something for an act of charity. Now, what is demanded? What is demanded by the Lancho? What is demanded by the Lancho? Give me answer.
100 pesos.
Yes. and he has written this thing in the letter also. That is why the postmaster was worried about pesos also whenever he will send the answer of Lancho. So now, but he stuck to his resolution. He asked for money from his employees. He himself gave part of his salary. उसने सबसे पहले क्या किया? उसने दूसरों से डिमांड की मनी की, बट अपनी सैलरी का एक पार्ट उसने उसमें दे दिया. And several friends of his were obliged to give something for an act of charity, and others also give money just as the act of charity. So now it was impossible for him to gather together the 100 pesos, but it was impossible to collect 100 pesos because of 100 pesos are needed to put in the envelope, but it was impossible that he hasn't 100 pesos because of they had collected their only 70 pesos after the collection of the salary, because of 100 pesos were a big amount for them. So that is why they were not capable to collect 100 pesos. So now they collect only 70 pesos. Then what happened? We will see in the story. It was impossible for him to gather together the 100 pesos. And so he was able to send the farmer only a little more than half. And he put the money in an envelope addressed to Lancho. And now he has written an address, Lancho. And with it a letter containing only a single word as a signature God. Now he hasn't written anything. He does signature there, only signature of God. Okay, he hasn't written any other thing. So who or what did Lancho have faith in?
Lancho has strong faith in God.
Faith in
God.
God. Yes. And what did Lancho have faith in? What was the faith? Whom he faith? It means he faith in God. And what he faith?
That God will help him.
God will help him by giving 100 pesos. It was the confirmation of himself, of him. And what did he do?
He wrote a letter to God.
Yes. Who read the letter? Who read the letter?
Postmaster.
What did the postmaster do then?
He collected 70 pesos.
Just a minute. The postmaster was a fat, amiable person, and he wants to, although first of all he loved, but after some time he wants to give the answer of the person because of he has a strong faith in it. It means in God. That is why he opened the letter. There was need not only to write goodwill but also 100 pesos. So that is why he had collected money. He has लिखना, अगर present पूरा लिखा है तो had लिखना, अगर past लिखा. He had collected money. Only 70 pesos had been collected. So that is why he put the 70 pesos in the letter and sent to Lancho. ठीक है? Only the signature is given there by him. What was the signature? God. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
So in this manner you should write. Okay? Answer should be written in this manner. Next thing. The following Sunday, Lancho came a bit earlier than usual to ask if there was a letter for him. It was the postman himself who handed the letter to him, while the postmaster, experiencing the contentment of a man who has performed a good deed, looked on from his office. The following Sunday, Lancho came. On that Sunday, Lancho came a bit earlier because of he was worried about the money. That is why he came bit earlier than usual to ask if there was a letter for him. and he was usually he was asking about it, that if he had a letter for him, then it was the postman himself who handed the letter to him, while the postmaster experiencing the contentment of a man, because of he was helping Lancho by giving 70 pesos. That is why he was happy, and he handed over the letter to Lancho. Clear? यानी उसने लैंचो को, किसने, पोस्टमास्टर ने लैंचो को लेटर पकड़ा दिया. समझ आ गया? हेलो?
Yes, ma'am.
बाकी सब क्लास में नहीं है क्या? लकी कुमार. यस, हेलो. ऑल ऑफ यू शुड लर्न. याद रखना, क्लास में केवल प्रेजेंट होने से मतलब नहीं है. यू शुड लर्न ऑल्सो ऑल द थिंग्स. नाउ लिसन. Looked on from his office because of he was full of contentment. वो satisfied था. Contentment it means satisfied. He was satisfied with it, that he has performed a good job, a good deed. Looked on from his office. Okay. Lancho showed not the slightest surprise on seeing the money, and Lancho was not slightest surprise. जरा भी surprise नहीं था by seeing the money, and such was his confidence that God cannot deny his demand. And what he became angry when he counted the money. वह नाराज हो गया जब उसने पैसे को काउंट किया. God could not have made a mistake, nor could he have denied Lancho what he had requested. It means he has a great faith, a blind faith in God, that he cannot be denied. He cannot be denied to giving 100 pesos, though so there were only 30 pesos, and he was not satisfied with it. Now he became angry that he has believed that God cannot deny whatever the Lancho will be demanded. So that is why he became angry. Immediately Lancho went up to the window and asked for paper and ink on the public writing table. Now immediately Lancho went up to the window to ask for paper and ink. Okay, because of he want to write a letter against of the letter, because of he has given only 70 pesos. On the public writing table he started to write with much wrinkling of his brow. There was wrinkling of his brow. It means he was angry. Okay, and caused by the effort he had to make expressive ideas. When he finished, he went to the window to buy a stamp. Now he has gone to the window to buy a stamp, which he licked and then affixed. It means he has put a stamp also, and he sent the letter. Okay, letter to God again. Now the envelope with a blow of his fist. The moment that the letter fell into the mailbox, the postmaster went to open it. He said, "It said, God of the money that I asked for only 70 pesos reached." यानी I have demanded about 100 pesos. यानी मैंने डिमांड की थी 100 pesos की, but there is only 70 pesos. So reached me. So send me the rest since I need it very much. उसने कहा मुझे बहुत ज्यादा जरूरत है, तो ये पैसे मुझे भेजना, but don't send it me through the mail because the post office employees are a bunch of crooks. Now he is saying that जो पोस्टमास्टर है, तो उनका जो मतलब पोस्टमास्टर और जितने भी लोग हैं पोस्ट ऑफिस के, बंच ऑफ क्रूक्स कह दिया उसको, बदमाशों का समूह. ये बात लैंचो ने कही. सो दैट्स इट. ओके, और उसने मिस जज किया था, जबकि पोस्टमास्टर और उसके स्टाफ ने उसको पूरा मतलब 70 pesos कलेक्ट करके दिया था. देन व्हाट वाज लैंचो सरप्राइज टू फाइंड अ लेटर फॉर हिम विद मनी इन इट.
No, he wasn't surprised at all due to his strong faith in God.
Because of he has a strong faith in God, and whatever he will demand, and it will be completed. Okay, and what made him angry? What made him angry?
When he saw 70 pesos instead of 100 pesos,
First
he
of all, you
demanded.
will write there. Lancho demanded 100 pesos, but there in the envelope only 70 pesos. So that is why he was unsatisfied with it. Umesh, what is the time for your class? It is already 10:25. Who does the Lancho have complete faith in? Tell me.
God.
Yes. And which sentence in the story tells you this? रहने दो, ये वाला नहीं आएगा, इस तरह के नहीं आते. Why does the postmaster send money to Lancho? पोस्टमास्टर ने मनी क्यों नहीं सेंड की थी लैंचो को?
Because he didn't want that the faith of Lancho towards God should be broken.
Yes. वो नहीं चाहता था कि उसका ईश्वर से विश्वास उड़ जाए, इसलिए उसने पैसे कलेक्ट करके सेंड किए. Why does he sign the letter God? Because he had a strong faith in God. That is why he hasn't written anything else. Did Lancho try to find out who had sent the money to him?
No.
Okay. Why? Because of he has a strong faith in God. Who does Lancho think had taken the rest of the money? बताइए.
Postmaster and his employees.
Yes. What is the ironical situation there? It is the irony that the postmaster and his employees collect the money to send Lancho, but it is an ironical situation that he has not considered it, that they are the very nice person for him, and he ignored it, and he said that the post employees are just like a bunch of crook and can be asked in the examination. Clear to you everything of this chapter?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now this chapter is completed and all the things should be clear to you, and I want to close now. If you want to ask anything, I can tell you. Important मैंने passages आपको बताए थे, इसमें से important questions बताए थे. Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
सब चीजें बता चुकी हूँ मैं. So this chapter
Yes,
is
ma'am.
prepared. Okay? If any student can ask anything. If you want to ask anything, is it clear to you, every person, every student? Okay. Now I want to close. Thank you. Have a nice day.